Hi there, my name is Beck and the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. So I just learned a really useful skill. So this is only a useful skill if you're a YouTuber, but it's a very useful skill, and I recommend it highly. If you are unbelievably annoyed, which I was about half an hour ago, I just came out of this massive screaming match. I mean, it was like this. Okay. Jew fights they're not physical, but they're very loud. So I would say they're rarely physical, unless, we've invented the Uzi, and then things do tend to kick off. But, generally speaking, Jew fights are just very loud and lots of screaming. So it was me versus my daughter, it was me and my wife versus my daughter, who, if you just saw my last video, I hope I put this out after, you saw the beginnings of that building up as she came back from being away for 2 days. People, they send her back to the army again. Anyway, so that all just exploded, and I was like, rah, big screaming, and so like I needed to shoot this video. I was too annoyed. I was too honked off. I'm doing a live stream tonight as well. I'm so behind. It's so freaking late. Was another reason why I was so annoyed. Anyway, so I couldn't calm down to shoot this video. So you know what I did? I replied to all your comments, all the comments on previous videos. I try and spend like an hour or so doing that every day. So yeah, so it really did help me calm down. And so now I'm calmed down. I can ask you, guys, can you hit the subscribe button? But normally I tell you what the video is about before the subscribe button. We're nearly 2 minutes in. Well, I guess you saw the thumbnail. It's been a year since Game of Thrones finished, and really finished itself. Feels like it wasn't the series finale. It was a finale of Game of Thrones. They killed it. It's been a year since that, and still the idiotic actors and people in it, they're still blaming us. They're still blaming us for people turning go around and go, oh my God, that was the worst thing ever. Now, look, here's a little hint. If you don't like people turning around and go, oh my God, what you just did was the worst thing ever. This is just, a piece of advice. I would suggest don't do the worst thing ever. Don't do shit. And then people won't go, what you just did was shit. But if you do shit, then I think you should not be surprised when people mention it. And certainly, don't wait a year to go, everybody telling me that work I did was shit. Yes, it happened to be shit. I think they're all very naughty people. So that's what we're talking about today. But first, can I ask you to hit the subscribe? Now I feel ready. I can ask you to hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, the like button, the share button. All these buttons are fan-dabby-double-dozy. Thank you very much. I'm heading towards 1,000 subs. That'll be awesome if you get me there. Check the show notes. There is a Doctor Who audio adventure you can download. Also, giving this away on Sunday. It's a week late now. We're giving it on Sunday. Doctor Who, Carnival of Monsters. I don't know if that sound riff is in that story, but in my head it is now. Doctor Who story from 1973, starring Jon Pertwee as the Doctor. All you need to do to win it is subscribe to the channel and leave the hashtag in the comments. Miniscope. Go and check the video notes. It'll give you everything you need to know. Fine, let's read this article, which is over here from Game of Thrones Stars, calls Backlash, ungrateful, 1 year after final episode aired. Really? You weren't even in the final episode, were you? Didn't you just kind of walk off and die right after the Battle of Winterfell, I think? So, by the way, my thoughts on the third season, the 8th season. Well, it was the 8th season of Game of Thrones? Well, it was the 7th or 8th season. It would have been... It could have actually worked maybe on most ways if they added in another 30 episodes, 30 or 40 episodes, and spaced them out a little bit and gave it a bit of gravitas. Then it actually could have worked. As it was a bunch of coked out kids having more success than they can cope with, trying to work out what to do now they lost their source material. That's essentially the story of Game of Thrones. But Carice Van Houten, who played how can I pronounce the name? Melisandre. I thought it wasn't the other one, Melisandre. They got two words, two names that are very similar. You had this one, the Red Woman, and you had the super hot translator woman, like one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen on film ever. And just don't get me wrong, Carice, you're no slouch, okay? Let's be honest. Okay? Yeah. The reason you got the job, is you have some acting ability. Absolutely, you definitely have some acting ability. Also, you look good naked. You look good naked, and you had one more thing that you could add to the package is that you didn't mind being naked occasionally on camera. So that's really why. Let's be honest. Let's just be honest. That's why. That's why you got the job. Nobody really cares that much about your opinions, but I do because I'm actually kind of looking forward to making fun of it. Said the fan petition to remake the show's final season was extremism. No, extremism was the level of failure, was the deep level of failure that that you walked into, that you committed. Fine, let's read this. Incredible story. Game of Thrones actress Kerry Van Houten has said fans' criticism of the show's finale feels a bit ungrateful. No, you know what feels ungrateful? You know what feels ungrateful? Taking our time and our money and taking us for granted after a few years. Just taking us for granted. Say, we could give you any pap. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bend over, I'm going to open up my arsehole, right? And I'm going to film my gaping arsehole, like, for about 45 minutes to an hour. Yes, okay. And then I'm going to put the Game of Thrones titles on it. And if you don't like it, at that point, you're ungrateful. No. I think you might be the ungrateful one, darling. I think. That's my opinion. Speaking to Insider ahead of the finale's 1 year anniversary, the Dutch actress who portrayed sorceress Melisandre, what was the name of the other one then? I can't remember. Was it Daenerys? Daenerys' translator. Wasn't her name Melisandre as well? Okay. Said that some viewers were only disappointed with the show's ending because everything before that was good. Yes, you made a fantastic show. Yes, we were disappointed because seasons 1 to, say, 5, pretty darn good. Maybe 6 if you want to. 1 to 5, 1 to 6, pretty darn good. Pretty darn excellent. Season 7, 8, sucked balls. And that's, listen, that's the scientific term. The scientific term for the type of presentation, the type of drama it sucked balls. Okay, so yeah, that's why it wasn't as good as what went before. It just feels a bit ungrateful. We made you this wonderful meal, and then we took a shit on it. And then we complained, and now we're ungrateful. Feels ungrateful. You had such a great time, and then you're going to be disappointed because it's not exactly how you anticipated. No, it's not. It didn't play out the way we anticipated. We anticipated it being good. That's what we anticipated. We anticipated it being good, and it wasn't good. It was bad. Are we clear? Are we clear? It's not that. Oh, we didn't want Daenerys to be bad. No. We just didn't. We wanted. Okay, let me explain. We wanted the actions of the characters to fit in with all the other actions of the characters. We built up the characters. Well, I say that George R. R. Martin built up the characters. The show built up the characters to have characteristics, to act in a particular manner because they are characters. We wanted those characters to maintain their characteristics and see interesting situations. You didn't give us that. No. What you gave us something you typed up while you're snorting coke off a hooker's arse. I would be my guess. Okay, that would be my guess. I wasn't in the writers' room, but I think that probably is how it went down. She continued. Of course, you're going to have all sorts of criticisms, like what you did was shit. And I just thought it was a sign of how good the show was. No, darling. It don't work that way. Okay, let's say you do something really good. People often go, "Oh, that was really good. That's very good. That's really good." And you do something really bad. People go, "That was terrible. Oh my God, how bad?" So let's say you did something really good, right? And then you did something really bad. Then the thing you're doing is really bad, and the really good thing doesn't kinda make the bad thing go away. Okay, this is new information for you. Obviously, they don't have this in Holland. I guess not. Show it goes. Today, Tuesday, the 19th, marks the 1 year since the conclusion of the Game of Thrones final season, which sparked fan petition calling replacement of David Benioff and Dan Weiss. Yes, and the implosion of their careers. Very well deserved. The Change.org petition the Change.org petition, remake Game of Thrones Season 8 with competent writers, was signed by 1.8 million fans. Now, I signed it, and it was, I wasn't expecting them to do it. Although, if HBO had said, we've made a terrible mistake. We've made clearly have made a terrible, or Star Wars, after last year, said, look, we made a terrible mistake. And then we're going to do what you want. We are going to remake this. We're going to make this. This last season, we're going to remake the last 3 seasons, and we're just going to we're going to make it into 3 or 4 or 5 seasons. We're going to make it what it should be, and we've done terribly. And you could probably reuse the footage that you already showed. If they had done that, if they had remade it, they would still have a workable franchise now for when they launch their HBO Max streaming service in just 6 days. I think it's launching now. Had they done that, they would have still had the most successful television franchise of all time. Right now, they got something that we've all forgotten. So I didn't think they were going to remake it, but what I did think it would do would be utterly shame Dan and Dave. I think it would utterly shame them, and I guess it kind of did, because all their deals kind of fell apart. That Star Wars movie, not so much, right? Although, given how badly it did with Game of Thrones, I think they would fit in naturally to Star Wars, don't you? Speaking of the petition, Van Holden said, "That's beyond fandom. That's extremism. That's scary." Yes. We are demanding accountability. I understand that would be scary for you people in the entertainment industry. Have accountability put on your shoulders. You don't like that. I understand. That is scary. But that's something that normal people have to live with every day. Knowing the writers and knowing how effing great they are. They weren't. They were terrible. They don't deserve it. No, they deserved it. Okay, just clear that up. Yeah, the 43-year-old said, okay, fine, let me point one thing out. It was good 2-3 years ago. So you're 41. At least, let's say you were 40. It's 40 still, no spring chicken. I saw you with your clothes off, age 40. Look pretty darn good, darling. I'm quite impressed with that. I'm pretty darn impressed with you. So you must do a lot of working out, is my guess. Yeah, you must do. You look very, very healthy. That's all I can say. So 43-year-old said that she loved the show's ending. It's not the ending; it's how you got there, dingaling. I love the randomness and the clumsiness of picking some guy. Yeah, no, so bad. Which is very representative of the world right now, as crazy people are ruling world. Really. Now we get to it. Fine. So it all goes back to the President of the United States. Everything. Whatever happens, whatever they do. These people, they could build concentration camps. They could build concentration camps and start herding people into it. And they can say, look, what can I do? When the occupant of the White House is who it is, everything makes sense. Nothing. Yeah, exactly. They could do absolutely. They're insane. That's all they think about. That's why I love the first season. The guy who actually was king didn't want to be king, so we already had a lesson in the beginning. Okay, thank you. At the beginning of the series, Robert Baratheon, Mark Addy, was the king of the Seven Kingdoms before a boar attacked him, led to his death. He was probably killed. It was probably an assassination by Cersei, by the guy she was sleeping with, who then became one of the Faith Militant, I think. Yes. Game of Thrones ran for 8 seasons from 2011 until 2019. Yeah, I wish I started my YouTube channel a year earlier so I could be on this as it happened rather than a year later. Winning 12 Emmys and 8 Golden Globes through its time on HBO and Sky Atlantic in the UK. Outside the Game of Thrones, 43 Van Holden is best known for her roles in Valkyrie, The Fifth Estate, and a host of Dutch films. She recently starred in the Sky One drama Temple. Who gives a crap? Honestly, who gives a crap? I don't really care about her that much when she was in the show. So yeah, look, darling. It's called accountability. That's all it is. It's called accountability. I understand it's scary. I do understand it's scary. But we're not ungrateful for telling you the work you did was very, very bad. Well, that doesn't make us ungrateful. In fact, I think that makes you ungrateful. I think that's how it works. Okay, my name is Neil Becker, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.